Alrighty, y'all. Day 3, back in the garage with Dickhead over here.
Hey.
We're about to do the balancer. He got the Summit C2501 balancer. This thing's solid. I run it on my car. So yeah, we're gonna work on installing that. Got the ARP bolt. Highly recommend to do this as well.
It's reusable.
Yep, reusable. Don't use the stock one. Get this. It's like what, 40 bucks or something?
It's like 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah, totally worth it. And so I happen to have an install tool, so we're gonna do that, but the instructions say you can heat it up if you don't have the install tool, and it'll slide on that way. Throw it in the oven, let it cook a little bit, but we're gonna try the install tool first and see how that goes. Alright, so we just got the balancer placed on the crankshaft. So it's nice if you have the install tool that I have. I think I got it on eBay for like 30 bucks. It's just threaded rod with a nut welded on it, essentially. Space it out, crank on it, and it'll pull the balancer pretty much all the way on. Then use the stock bolt and torque it to like 36 or so foot-pounds, and should be lined up by then with all the pulleys. Tristan's dropping shit. But yeah, make sure your pulleys are lined up. This summer balancer has, I think, an extra rib or two. And so the back of it is gonna have an extra 2 ribs, which aren't used. Anyways, so yeah, that's on. Before we install the ARP bolt, we're gonna pin the crank, because I have a kit for it. I think it's the Summit one. And this is good practice just if you want to boost in the future, or you might as well just do it now.
Put any power down, it's just good to have.
Yep, so you don't have to tear all the shit apart again, just do it now. It's pretty easy, just drill a hole, set the pin in it between the crank and the balancer, and it'll keep it locked in so it can't spin separately. But we're gonna do that.
I hope it's straight.
Hey, we're gonna see, right? Alright, we just got the pulley tightened down, the balancer, 240 foot-pounds for the ARP bolt. If you use the stock bolt, it's a pattern, or it's a, what's it called?
Torque procedure.
Procedure, yep. ARP bolt's 240, just hit it, no problem.
Definitely helps to have 2 people.
Yeah, if your buddy can step on the brakes, that way the balancer doesn't spin. It helps a lot. So that's done. Crank is pinned. And next we're gonna throw in the rack, I guess. Tristan just throwing the spark plugs and the wires. And that's pretty much it. This ARP bolt is a 1 1/16. So have that socket ready to go. Get her cranked down. And yeah, we'll start on the rack next. All right, the rack's somewhat back in the car. Tristan's getting those stupid ass lines back in. The two pain in the ass ones, they're 18 mil. Same ones you got to take out. Trying to get those back in.
You put a profanity warning.
Yeah.
In the fucking intro to this video.
This is when you'll start cussing. You'll need a couple beers. This will really test your patience. Yep. But he already got this one started, so we'll see how that top one treats us. But yeah, take your time with this. You got to get them to set in there perfectly, and use a line wrench, and bit by bit it'll get in there. But once that's in, we can bolt the rack back into place and keep moving on. Alrighty, y'all, we pretty much got the rack all the way in. Just got to bolt down the two big bolts that hold it in place. But got the shaft in. It's a 13 mil. You want to put some Loctite on it and crank on it pretty good. I think it only torques to 30 foot-pounds or so, but I like to go a little tighter on it just because, you know, it holds your wheels and everything together. Got the two hard lines tightened up. Thankfully, those are pretty easy if you have a friend. Makes it a lot easier to get those. And Tristan's just thrown in the power steering cooler. Got the ABS bracket in. And then we'll move on to the radiator. All right, man, got everything buttoned up. Time to see if this bad girl starts up. Well, first we're gonna crank it with the coil packs unplugged. Build up some oil pressure. Make sure everything sounds good.
Priming the fuel rail again.
Yeah. Did you get any oil pressure?
It kills all the gauges.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, we plug it in, see.
It doesn't sound like nothing's gonna blow up, so. All right, Bubba, send it. Dude, that bitch is chopping, boy.
Oh, brother.
She's chopping.
Oh, man.
That thing sounds good, dude.
It started right up, too.
Yeah, even the second time.
All that wood came flying out. Thank God. I was a little worried.
I know, right? It just shot it straight out of the exhaust. Dude, she sounds good.
Yeah, we actually broke off a little bit of the wooden dowel rod, and we were trying to get TEC over here for the valve springs, and
Yep.
it just shot right out when it started.
Thank God.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it sounds good. Burned my eyes right away, but it sounds good. Hell yeah. Those
Alright.
courses sound good, bro.
And I got an extra set if you want.
I might have to do a little test drive. Well, guys, y'all just seen the first start, man. This thing is sick. Started right up, thankfully. Thank the Lord on that one. Everything sounds good. No knocking or ticking or anything funny like that. Had good oil pressure, around 50 or so, I think. But yeah, man, Tristan had to go. Leaving me with his mess. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna come back. But I'm gonna get the coolant in this system, power steering, and whatever else just buttoning up I gotta do. You wanna bleed the coolant, obviously, and you gotta add a bunch of it. It's pretty easy to do. You literally just run it with the cap open. Car's already in the air. Turn the heater on, it helps, but that'll bleed all the coolant out. While the power steering, you pretty much bleed it the same way. You can also turn the wheels lock to lock on each side. It'll get all the air out. I got to tighten down the tie rods, I believe. Throw the wheels back on. That's pretty much it though, man. We got all the hard stuff out the way. Y'all saw it. But yeah, got to throw the hood on too. And yeah, I'm gonna bleed this coolant, let it run and do a full heat cycle and everything so y'all can hear it. You can hear that beautiful chop, but all right, man, I'm gonna get this thing going. Time to see if we got any coolant leaks. Should probably use a funnel, but it'll be all right. Right now the system's pretty empty, so this will probably take at least 2 jugs of Dex Cool. Well guys, y'all heard this thing chopping like crazy, freaking King Kong in the engine. Tristan's just doing an oil change real quick while it's up in the air. Get all that nasty shit out. And that's it. We just gotta throw the hood on, then we're done. Get this thing on the ground. And that's pretty much it. Coolant's bled, power steering's good. He's changing the oil like I said, so yeah man, this wasn't too bad. What you think, Tristan? You ready to drive it?
Dude, I can't wait. Getting it tuned in a couple days and
see what she makes.
we'll be ripping.
Oh, we should try to make a dyno video too. Get some clips there.
We moved it to Saturday. Oh yeah, that's right.
I work Saturdays, yeah.
But
All right, man. First drive. Either way, sticking around the block. See how it does. Nothing crazy. We can watch Tristan smile, hearing it chop.
It's hard not to.
Right? How could you not? Not too bad for not having a tune.
Instantly more torque.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can already feel.
It gets going way easier.
Uh-huh.
As long as you give it just a little bit more gas, it's the tune right now.
Yep.
Dude, it just kind of takes off.
It just wants to go.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Wait till you tune it, dude. You need a water bottle. Well, there you guys have it, man. Tristan just left. And the C5 his Z06 is running pretty good after that cam install, even without a tune. So I'd say it's a success, man. Once again, Torker V4 cam from Texas Speed, stock 243 heads, 660 dual valve springs, titanium retainers, and yeah, just all those supporting mods. The trunnion upgrade, highly recommend to do that. It's only a couple $100 extra and totally worth it. It's a good investment. And that's pretty much it, man. I hope I covered everything, all the little things I could think of. It's hard to record and do all the work, and especially in the heat of the moment. But yeah, Tristan's gonna get the car dyno tuned in a couple days from the same tuner that did my C5. And we should see what numbers it makes here pretty soon. I'll probably insert some clips of it either before or after this clip to close out the video. But yeah, it should be, I'm guessing right now, it'll be 430 to the wheel. And we'll see what it does, man. Stock LS6 intake, 243 heads, like I said. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. You got any questions on doing a cam or whatever, just let me know. More than happy to answer them, and appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Till next time, man. Peace.